Hello, hello. How are you? Ryan J here. How are you guys in the 10X community? How fire was day number 4? Was that unbelievable or what? All right, got notes, of course. Gonna do my recap and my takeaways. Dhar Mann was inspirational, and watching him and listening to his story, just adds to my confidence and belief that it can be done. It can be done. Okay, so let's get into it here. At first, when Uncle G started out with the feed here and the live, he started out with a list of excuses, and he was rattling them off. Economy, pandemic, election, the weather, hurricanes, fires, just going on. I'm a single mom. I'm a single dad. Nobody believes in me. Just rattling them off and off and off. I like that. Not that I like excuses, but anytime, for me, how that resonates is anytime I come up with an excuse, that's either me being fearful, procrastinating, or not wanting to take action, or maybe I don't believe in myself. Okay, so I'm glad that was addressed. Man, and here's a funny thing. This was a writer-downer. I'm a writer-downer. And he mentioned little ink is better than a long memory. And the funny thing, now that's true. The funny thing about it is the pen I was using ran out of ink at that time. It's a good thing I got a whole bunch of pens. All right. Then we got into the 5 pillars. All right. And okay, 5 pillars: financial IQ, or money smarts, financial intelligence; marketing IQ, or marketing intelligence, or at least a grasp of it; sales and closing, number 3; 4, executioner. Executing. You got a plan? Okay, now let's go and put some action behind it and execute the plan. All right. 5, build and scale. So, okay, that 5 pillars, fantastic. All right. If you were like me at any way, shape, or form in my life, I didn't know about financial IQ. Yeah, I went to school and I learned math, but I didn't learn financial IQ. Sales and marketing, I don't know. Is it just put a link there and, hey, here's a link, buy my shit? Is it like that? No, it's not. How to sell, how to close, no idea. Executing an action plan, no clue. So what I'm getting at is I didn't know how to do a lot of these things, but it's good to take note that these are 5 pillars that you should know. How did I personally grow my intelligence in these areas? Well, let's go through a stack of books that helped me out. Hopefully they will help you out. So when we get to financial IQ, Richest Man in Babylon. Super simple, super book, super sweet, easy read, bang it out in an hour. Gets you the basics of financial literacy. Dive in a little more deep. Tony Robbins, Unshakable. Okay. Marketing IQ. What is sales and marketing? Being a good copywriter. Writing good sales copy. The Sales Letter. Dan Kennedy. If you think Grant Cardone is excellent in his expertise area, Dan Kennedy is equally the grandfather of sales and marketing and sales letters. Another book, okay, 80-20 rule, sales and marketing, 80-20 rule. All right, excellent, excellent. Then when it comes to sales and closing, okay, I'm gonna hold this up. I don't know if this is enemy territory, but it's a good book. Jordan Belfort, The Way of the Wolf, Straight Line Selling. And there are so many sales books out there, so many. You know, pick one, read it, and I highly recommend bouncing between books. I got a whole stack over here. And you can pick and choose what ideas work for you. Straight line selling is pretty straightforward. Now, when it comes to execution, okay, if you're elastic with your thoughts, now hang with me here because I'm going to hold up The Art of War. Well, what does that have to do with execution? Lot of principles in this book that can be tied towards strategy executing if you're elastic with your thoughts. Okay, bear with me there. When it comes to building and scaling, oh man, I got a lot out of this one. Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson. Got a lot out of that. And I can't hold up books, without holding up an Uncle G book, Obsessed or Be Average. Love it. Love it. All right, so those are a little bit of snippets of books that I've read to enhance my knowledge in these areas. I highly recommend you do the same thing. Now, here's another thing that's important about these 5 pillars for me is being self-aware. Being self-aware that these 5 pillars exist, but if you don't want to take the time to learn how to copyright, or you don't want to take the time to be an excellent closer or lay out a sales presentation, surround yourself with people that can do that. You don't have to be an expert in everything, but just be self-aware that you need to surround yourself. Maybe you suck at math. Honestly, with my 5th grade education, I'm only good at adding and multiplying. Other than that, if the equation has to get too big, I will use Google or surround myself with somebody that can find the answer or knows the answer. Bam. Taken care of. So being self-aware. Money flows where the attention goes, and attention follows the money. Well, that's a writer-downer. That's been said 2 days in a row now. So if it's repeated 2 days in a row, definitely got to write that down. And money flows where the attention goes. That goes to the marketing IQ. And for marketing IQ, understanding marketing. So attention. Everybody knows McDonald's has crap food and hamburgers, but they're the most well-known, and they're not even in the hamburger business. I think they're in the real estate business, actually. So they're popular because they spend a boatload and everybody knows who they are. Everybody knows McDonald's. Here's another quick, tricky little tie-in when it comes to marketing IQ. Whoever bought the $10,000 or $1,000 taco kit or 20 grand, or I don't even know what the number was, bought a $2.95 taco kit for 10 grand, but it's going to be signed by Uncle G now, and it'll be sent off to whoever purchased that. Well, Uncle G just said, hey, I'm going to bring you on live and give you a shout out. How much is that shout out worth We're not even talking about tacos anymore. We're talking about the opportunity to get in front of Grant Cardone's audience. If your audience is anything like Grant Cardone's, to spend 5 to 10 grand on a taco kit to get on a Zoom or a live, that kind of seems like marketing dollars well spent to me. So congrats on the taco kit. I hope it serves you well, and your ROI you'll get your ROI for sure. Now, let's talk about Dhar Mann. Holy cow. All right. Couple, 2, 3 takeaways. Producing video content, whatever your message is, and do it as you go and figure it out as you go. Now, I've been running and operating my own YouTube channel for probably about 3 years now. I just figured out this year what a thumbnail is. I also just figured out using hashtags. So yeah, here I am producing all this content, but whatever. You'll learn as you go. No big deal. No big deal. But I like that, and it was reassuring to me to figure it out as you go. You don't have to be perfect to be effective. Bam, I like that. You don't have to be perfect to be effective. Another thing that I really, really liked about Dhar Mann and his content was the power of storytelling, and people relate to stories. The easiest story to tell is your own story. You don't have to make up stuff. It's easier for you to tell. It's easier for people to relate to because it's real. So share your story. About video content. So I'm doing a live here now in this group. Okay. I will immediately put this into my YouTube. Okay. And so the content is still there. I highly suggest that you do the same thing. I use Instagram TV for my own personal documentation. Hey, how you doing? If you're paying attention to me live here in Instagram land, pay no mind to this video, or you may want to watch this video. Doesn't matter to me because it's my docudrama of what I accomplished this week. Trials, tribulations that I may have overcome, or things that are still holding me back. I lay out the good things and the bad things on my Instagram TV. And, like I say in the beginning, it's mostly for me, but I do get comments and building attention towards my journey. So I don't have I have stories, but people like to follow along on the journey as well. So I don't know. That's how I use it. And listening to Dhar Mann today was very, very inspirational for me to just keep on plugging away with video content. All right, that wraps it up for me. Day 4 was fire, and I can't wait for day 5. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Make it an epic evening. Bye.